Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I'm in the beautiful city of Bordighera, the Italian Riviera. I'm right outside the walls of the old town, and despite the fact that I already made a couple videos about the incredible climate of this area and the incredible fruit trees, here I found a little public garden which is a public fruit garden, so I decided to make a video about it. Well, I don't know if this was created as a public fruit garden or if it was a private garden and then converted into a public garden, a private fruit garden and converted into a public garden. There are no labels which explain the different species or varieties, but it's still quite interesting. Well, let's start with the date palm. The date palm was, for centuries, the most important agricultural crop here, in an area which is basically next to the Italian Alps and at the same geographical latitude as southern Canada. Well, the fruit here, they don't get very perfect, but the leaves, those people sold millions and millions of leaves to the Pope for its big religious festivities. And when the Pope didn't want to buy so many leaves anymore, or maybe not pay so much, they sold all those palm trees to the tourist resorts which were coming up in southern France, like Nice and other resorts on the Côte d'Azur, and made a lot of money from the date trees, from the date palms. Then, still in the 19th century, they planted tens of thousands of citrus trees. Remember, folks, this is the geographical latitude of southern Canada. And in the 19th century, very important US citrus growers were struggling to breed cold hardy varieties which they could grow first in southern Florida and then in southern California. So at the same time when the US were struggling to find cold hardy citrus varieties that could survive the frosts of southern Florida, the area of the Everglades, here people were growing giant commercial plantations of citrus fruit at the same geographical latitude, not as southern Florida, but as southern Canada. Imagine basically the difference is the whole stretch of the United States from the north to the south, more or less. Thousands upon thousands of miles further north at the same time, not in the 21st century with its climate change, but in the 19th century, people here were growing citrus, growing them on a commercial scale. Well, summer is not really citrus season, but I think those are some sort of mandarins, and they're growing here quite well. I mean, nobody is taking care of them. I think all of those are mandarin trees. The leaves look like mandarin, the fruit are very small, but I think this whole group here are mandarins. Here there seems to be a lemon. Yep, lemon, the fruit are still quite small. Here a couple really tasty figs. When I finish the video, I'm gonna stuff my face with a lot of those tasty figs. It's a public park after all. We need to keep it clean. Look at this mess. I'm gonna prevent more mess by eating them. Let's see what else we have. I wonder what this tree was like. Could have been an almond or maybe even a plum tree. Another date palm. Yeah, the date palm from Africa and Arabia actually survived quite well here at the foothills of the Alps at the latitude of southern Canada. It just didn't produce very good fruit, but people here made good money with the leaves for centuries. Grapes, we are of course in Italy and they have a lot of grapes here. Look, I don't know what those are, but they look really tasty. Really tasty Italian grapes. Yeah, they already almost ripe, still a bit sour. Those are some aromatic dessert grapes, not simple wine grapes, but actually grapes for food. Well, Another crop they grow here, not on a commercial scale, because for over 100 years Chiquita has subsidized, Chiquita and the American government have subsidized bananas so much that a lot of commercial banana growing areas became banana republics, and a lot of other areas never became commercial areas. Here is a banana plant which is not doing quite well, I guess because they are not watering it very well. But right here in this private garden there is one which definitely receives enough water, fertilizer and everything else, and it's producing good quality, edible, tasty topacho bananas. Those here are still young. I don't see, two bunches of young ones. I don't see any old ones ready to harvest, but in this area bananas are basically a more or less normal fruit tree. Yeah, people grow them and people harvest them and eat and regularly eat bananas. Those are some big lemons here, a couple ripe ones, and they are quite big and long. Here a huge apricot tree, beautiful. I don't know what this citrus is. Could also be a mandarin or a bitter orange or something. No, it's not a mandarin, maybe a bitter orange. Hazelnuts. The Italians are big hazelnut producers. I mean, they invented Nutella. They invented Nutella during World War II. They had to make something chocolate-like, but made out of hazelnuts, because they couldn't get chocolate from South America because of the war. So they made Nutella, not out of chocolate, but of the local hazelnuts. Here is another citrus, seems to be a kumquat. Yeah, kumquat is quite frost hardy. Let's see, this is half ripe. This is already too dry. There is an unripe one. Okay, nothing coming down. I could pick this one, but it would still be quite unripe. Yeah, most unripe, but definitely a kumquat. Nice. Here a pomegranate. It's hanging full of nice pomegranates. They are not ripe yet, but there are literally hundreds on this tree. That's too much. I would have removed a couple in order to increase the size of the remaining fruit. What else do we have here? Looks like a lot more mandarin trees. All those look like mandarins to me. Nice, I love mandarins. Here, some orange again. Don't know if it's the sweet or the bitter orange. What have we got here? More mandarins. A laurel or bay leaf. Nice spice. It comes from the Mediterranean. It grows everywhere here. Here a couple more orange. Don't know if sweet or bitter orange. The European dwarf palm or dwarf palmetto, the only palm native to the European continent. And here maybe this was a giant Washingtonia palm which was cut down. Maybe a giant Washingtonia filifera. Well, here a private citrus garden. It's amazing that those citrus are not just grown as a fancy curiosity, but they were a major crop around here. And here another beautiful remnants of the giant palm groves of Bordighera. So folks, yeah, not many fruit to try, not many species to show to you, but I was happy that I found a public fruit garden so I can walk through it and basically, show you what people grow in this area. I mean, a private garden would have been a bit tricky, and the most public parks are not so focused on fruit trees, but this one apparently is. Very happy that I found it. Oh, by the way, here another important nut tree of the area is the domestic pine or the stone pine. That's where the those pine seeds come from, which you can buy in Mediterranean shops. Beautiful area, beautiful garden. Folks, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos. from the beautiful city of Bordighera. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.